Welcome to the Tonya Hoffman's Fabulous TV Show. I am Tonya Hoffman, and this is my fabulous TV show, and I always have an incredibly fabulous guest. And today we're in Canada because the incredible Mr. Wael Badawy is there. Yay! How are you?
Hi. How are you? It's a
So
pleasure being with you.
Yay! So we're going to hear all about Wael, and he's starting up the Calgary Public Speakers Association group, and that's how fabulous he is. And he's done so many incredible things in his life, and that's what I want to do for each one of you, is to connect you to people that can truly change your life, can really help you get insights to those aha moments. And so that's why I brought Wael in. And remember that you can find all about all of us to bring us in for a speaking opportunity or just to hear past summits on Public Speakers with an S Association, all spelled out.com. And of course, I would love to have you on my show. So get signed up and get going and make life happen. So Wael, tell us a little bit about you and what you've got going on.
For me, I started back 1997 as a PhD student in the University of Louisiana, Lafayette. It's much warmer than Calgary. Calgary today, we have freezing rain.
Oh, no.
And after my PhD, I ended up being in Calgary as a professor for electrical engineering. I'm always liking this extra activity, being on student councils, being International Student Association presidents. And when I attend to Calgary as a professor, I start my lab in video technology. I've been doing multimedia and video since 1992, long time ago. And I end up having a lab. We had a couple of good ideas, so we transformed the lab to be a business. And the startup company received so many innovation awards, and I had to leave the university because my research have been applied as products. During this past, I was through this entrepreneurship, this new startup business. When they start to talk about entrepreneurship, I remember sometimes they were asking, what does this word mean? And there are some areas they cannot even pronounce it. And from this particular business, I found a gap in what the current age mandate, that we can sell information product, we can sell online training and in-person training. And so I decided just, if I build a system, I should be able to build a system to help individuals seeking other venues of legacy and making passive income, because poverty is a choice. If you complain you don't have too much money, instead of complaining, you can use the same time to find alternative resources or alternative ways to be able to make money. And one of them is what we do in Win Your Brand, is we demonstrate the blueprint and we explain how you can stand as brand. And my favorite brand is Trump. I don't agree with whatever he's saying, and I don't disagree, okay? I have my own opinion for me. But Donald Trump is a brand, is somebody who can shake the media. Tony Robbins is a good brand. Les Brown is an excellent brand. Oprah Winfrey is a massive brand. Martha Stewart is a brand. So when I was starting in my career, what made me different was this aspect of the outreach. Every 3 years, I have to revamp my research to be able to get more grants. I have to revamp my company product to be able to be on the top of the market. So this level of changes what make me who I am. So this is what I'm teaching.
That's awesome. Because I know, especially when people come to me, with the Public Speakers Association, they're trying to figure out how to stand out a lot of times. And really, it's your brand, and you just got to own who you are. And a lot of times, don't you find that it's about focusing on what we don't think is really that important, or what we feel is like makes us stand out too much, which is usually our personalities, our looks, something about us, right?
Yeah, my experience was interesting, because when I joined the Professional Speaker Associations, and I'm a member of two, I got attracted by all of these polished people. They are very polished. They have their own character. They are always within a range of how they look on their public speaking stages. The biggest challenge for anybody to reach a money-making situation from public speaking is their ego and their fear, and they don't know what they do know. So the problem we always see, people want to do it their own ways. They don't see it as a business. They don't understand that there is not much money, by the way, in public speaking itself. People come to you because you do provide service or you provide unique experience.
Yeah.
And same time, people are afraid of being publicly accessible. And now with the social media is actually a good opportunity, because it make it very low entry point. Imagine if we don't have Facebook, if we don't have Twitter, and they are not used as what they are used now. What the alternative will be is to make an ad on the TV.
I know when I used to have retail stores back in the 90s, I mean, we physically had to go and put an ad in a newspaper or a Yellow Pages, and we would spend thousands a month. And now we don't have to do that. We've got this social media capital of, oh my gosh, you know, putting out your information. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and I see that opportunity, and we explain to our clients and our fans and our followers, this is an opportunity. You use it, you are on social media, it's great. If you use it and you are on social media, why you don't devote them into specific plan so you can achieve a passive income, or you can leave a legacy by doing stuff for a reason, not random stuff, not sharing random stuff. So this is how we approach our leads, and say you can basically switch the activity if you focus. If you want to know what to do, you have to figure out why I'm doing it. For me, when I used to be a professor back 1992, start my career there, I asked myself a question: what's my goal in life? My goal is not to teach students, by the way. My goal was to make them more competitive to the marketplace when they got a degree or they get through my class. So you will find immediately this mindset shift will get you different training, different experiments, different projects. So the students will be up to date and will be able to compete against other similar students from other universities.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know, and when you're looking at starting up a business, you know, really people focus way too much on the actual product or service, because really they're buying you, and you all heard it, okay, that people are buying you. And if you come across as scared and apprehensive, they're going to be scared and apprehensive. So you have to come off of as confident, but not cocky. So there's this whole kind of balancing act you got to do.
Yes, I remember one time I was in one of these workshops as attendees, and the material is commonly known. Like now with Google is my friend, you can search everything. So why people wants to come to talk to you? Why people wants to pay you the premium? It's for your own DNA, for your own fingerprint, which is translated into your personal experience. So people comes to us because we had the experience of building systems. If I don't have this experience, I cannot sell. So one of the biggest challenge will be is somebody will come and say, what's my experience? I say it's very straightforward. If you like to travel to a specific place, like to pick up Cuba, for example, which is a very warm today. But if you want to go to Cuba and you like to go to Cuba every other month or so, you are a very good storytellers about what could happen in Cuba. I have clients who just write walking books, and they go around and they give us public speaking opportunities. They give keynotes about their experience when they travel, when they walk or they travel around a specific region. And all local conferences would like to hear somebody like that. So being a good mom, being a good girlfriend, being a good boyfriend, being a good parent, being a good caregiver of a pet or a senior, this kind of experience, people cannot take it from Google. They have to feel you, to touch you, to listen to you. I don't mean touch, but touch means touch, you know. And each one of us has similar experience, and what we need just to articulate it.
Yes. Do you find that in today's world, with so much availability of who you are, that it is about kind of showing a personality, right? Especially with social media and all, versus just, you know, kind of throwing out stuff that is kind of impersonal?
Yeah, it's more personal touch. And this is one of the challenges for senior people who have real subject matter experience, because they are not used to somebody understands their families. They have photos of their grandma, their grandpa, their families. I do have a client selling products in the state from Canada, and it's only a very small market. But each one of her clients knows everything about her family. And this particular fear of people knowing too much about you makes it a little bit harder for them to understand. So when we come and say, demonstrate examples, and to share with you a secret, I called my auntie in New York one time. I said, please don't use my nickname when I was young, because my Facebook, it's personal stuff, but I do business with it. So you don't have this.
So now you got to tell us what your nickname was.
No, I would like to keep this for the next episode.
Okay, I'll remember.
Yeah, but this is the kind of fear or resistance people trying to see it. They don't see the value of it. So when you plan to have all the social media accounts, without naming one because we are not in a marketing for one here, directed toward elevating you as as expert or known in this area, you will find your activities will be different. The followers will be different. You know now why you existed there. Yeah. So this is the mind shift which we do early on in our program, because we would like everybody to make money. Poverty is a choice. If somebody is trying to complain, it's his choice to be poor. It's not, you can keep doing it and doing it till it works. And believe me, in the examples I had in my program, usually between 3 to 6 months, you start to see the fruits. You start to see traffic coming across. You start to see phone calls coming to your business. People are wondering. And the other experience I had is everybody wants to launch a book. Yeah, you say, oh, I don't want to launch a book. I said, if you want to launch your authority, you have to articulate the material with your voice, with your DNA, with your fingerprint. The book is the basic source for credibility. So for me, I created 3 books in a row. I have Define Your Win, The Guide to Win, and the book will be the 12 Streams of Income, which describe how you can use them to make money. When you articulate the book and position it, I'm not saying publishing it, because people want to publish the book first. You have to understand when you publish it. But when you position the books, the seminars, the webinars, the audio shows, the award you receive, you should be able to establish a credibility in an area and be a point of contact, and people will come to you.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I find, and I love that you put your picture on the front cover of your books, because I've got my books, they all have my big old fat picture on the front, because people really, again, they're buying you and they want to see you. And I remember, because I was like really freaking out the first time because my publisher did it without me approving it. And I had a lady, she emailed me, she goes, I love that you're sitting there smiling at me saying you could do it, right? And I was like, oh, great. So it is good that I'm on the front cover. You have to get over your own ego of scarcity, of, oh my gosh, people are going to think things bad about me. Stop thinking that way and just put yourself out there, and people appreciate it.
Yeah. I get feedback from some individual who say it's too much ego that you have your photo in the front. I say, you know what? This is a business book. These books are business books. These books are never been passion books. And this is my business card.
Exactly.
So you need to connect with me. I have to have, and the other advice I like to share is, if you go and Google my name, you see all my photos with the same photo. Majority of them, 80% of them. So the advice I have is just try to brand yourself with one photo. Doesn't matter you gain weight or lose weight, but just every couple of years you should have a master photo.
Yeah.
Send them everywhere. Like every blog I put, I have this photo on it. It's just you market the face.
Yeah, and change it. So like I just changed my hair from curly to straight. So I just did a whole campaign, new pictures, and now I'm posting them everywhere so that everyone can, keep up with me, but it's all branded the same.
Yeah, and I would love to have similar hair to yours, but my hair is long enough for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is one technique we explain about generating hypes. So when you try to publish a book or put materials out, people don't forget that the big brands and the big companies, which is different than a personal brand, but there are lots of learning we can do. They talk about coming soon. They always pre-sell. They say the store will open here coming soon. But we as individuals usually say, oh, we want to have the book, we want to perfect the book, and after the book will be ready and I make sure it's right, I can talk. I said, no, you have to stop. If you don't learn from the big companies how to pre-sell, how to pre-offer your book, and you get feedback from your tribes, you will not be able to build credibility, because credibility takes time to build. So we always come and say, let's design 3-4 covers for your book and let's send them to your followers and see what they like. Believe me, focus on 80%. The 20% who talk negatively about you shouldn't have your face. If you have more than 20%, we can consider changes, but work out with the 80-20 rules. 80% should supporting you. And if you get so much feedback on the 20 or more than 20, which is feedback you don't like or very negative, you need to consider either your followers are the right followers, or what you are doing something is extremely out of perspective for them. But I send out information, and I advise everybody to send out information and say, what do you think about my new hairstyle? What do you think about my new cover? What do you think? I'm looking to buy this or that. It's very interesting when you see somebody going to a very luxury car showroom, and they just ask their friends which car they like to buy, this one or this one or this one, and these are like $100,000 cars. You will feel that these guys are loaded, and in reality, these guys may not have $1 in their bank at the moment. But the hypes you create, the brand you build, if you build your brand around your business, you should be able in 3 to 6 months having clients acquiring your service.
Love it. So how are people going to get in touch with you? Do you have something amazing to give our listeners today?
We have an amazing seminar, and it's also available as a webinar called Stand Out, Not to Blend In. It describes all the concepts. It's free access. You can register at winyourbrand.com/sign up, or you even just go winyourbrand.com. You will see a logo of a free event. If you go there, sign up, you will be able to receive my webinar links. And if you want to come do it live stream, there's a way to do it live stream when we hold it in Calgary. We hold about at least a seminar every month. So we would love to get your feedback on these seminars. And if you see anything you don't like, let me know. I always look for feedback. And if they have any more questions, email me at Badawy@winyourbrand.com, which is BADAWY @winyourbrand.com, all spelled out. And I will be more than happy to get back to you.
Perfect. All right, everyone. So make sure you take advantage of that. Oh my gosh. winyourbrand.com. I mean, that's easy enough to remember. So go there, take advantage of it, get in touch with Wael because he's incredible. If you're in the Calgary area, come to the Public Speakers Association group. You can find it all on publicspeakersassociation.com under our events tab. There's a calendar with all of them listed across the US, Canada, and we're about to open up Malaysia and Europe. It's so much fun. So get connected to both of us. We'd love to get to know you and see how we can help. That's what we're here for. So thank you, Wael, for being on today.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Awesome. We'll love to have you back. And everybody, come back, see another fabulous guest. Come get connected. Let's have some fun every single time. So thanks for watching. I am Tonya Hofmann, and I want you to have an incredibly wonderful, fabulous day. Yippee! Bye. Bye, Wael. Bye, everybody.
Bye.